Hi, I'm Martin Gettings. I'm reporting from the Total Telecom Network Management Show 2014. I'm here with Terry Norman, who's been the chair of the event so far today for the conference. Terry, so what were the interesting topics coming out of the show today?
Well, for me, one of the most important things was the context of machine to machine. There's communication between a machine and another machine, hence the term machine to machine. It was really interesting. There was a number of particular problems that people were beginning to discuss, which actually will have a quite significant effect upon network management.
And do you see these issues arising in the day-to-day consultancy work that you're involved with?
Well, I do, for sure. I mean, we have a particular interest in developing our consulting capability in machine-to-machine, Internet of Things, radio frequency identification. It's one of our key deliverables and one of our key competencies. And we expect our clients to be talking to us quite a lot about some of the challenges that machine-to-machine are going to present to the mobile operators in particular, and operators in general.
And M2M, is it changing the way that networks are needing to be built, needing to be designed?
Not necessarily today needing to be designed, because I think whilst we're at the early stages of machine-to-machine deliverable, in the longer term as we go forward there will be a need to manage the M2M component that's being carried on the network, and to make that visible not only to the mobile operator themselves, because they need to know how much of their network is being used in this way, because a lot of these machine-to-machine applications are actually running over the network unbeknown to the mobile operator, or indeed the fixed operator too, but also they need to, the management of them needs to be made visible to the end user, who needs to be assured about the quality of service that's being delivered, and therefore how they can trust the information that this machine-to-machine communication is conveying to them.
And there's many reports talking about rapid growth in this area. Do you think it's a kind of consumer-led thing, in that people are receiving these new Internet of Things services, and the network operators are building on the back of that? Or do you think the network operators are building a network ready and actually leading in that way?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I mean, to be absolutely honest, there's a lot of jargon and terminology being thrown around. There's no clearly defined definition of what is M2M, what is Internet of Things, and why are they different, and why do we have two terms. And a lot of this is because the business models are not really worked out. I'm sure 10 years from now we'll look back and we'll say, oh, that was very clearly Internet of Things at that point, and machine-to-machine evolved in this particular way. Some people would argue that machine-to-machine is a natural evolution of the operator model. That is, it uses in the wireless context now, not the fixed, that it uses stripped-down mobile-type devices. Other people say that here the distinction is between M2M and Internet of Things, because the Internet of Things is more of an Internet-type model. So we'll be using short-range sensors and transducers to actually capture the information and transmit the information to perhaps a Wi-Fi enabled thing. So that one naturally leads to the domestic environment. So the Internet of Things might be the extension of the Internet. So it's not just you and I talking on our laptops, but actually devices would be talking on our behalf, but still using that medium. The mobile operator extension is more about, if you like, an extension of the concept of what the mobile operator does and the services that they actually provide, and the people they actually charge for those services. So it would be the owners of the machines. So there's a distinction. There's another distinction between M2M and Internet of Things in the context of the price of the actual end product. The device, the mobile device, is $10, $20, even in its stripped down form. Its bill of materials is such that it is. The transducers may be $1 or $2. That, of course, defines the types of things that it can be attached to. Its ratio of its value to the thing, the value of the item that it's being attached to has to be in proportion. So that defines that. So maybe it's defined along value, maybe it's defined along business models. It's not entirely clear yet. So until that's all cleared up, it's very difficult to talk about planning for the future, because we don't even have a language that we can use to actually define and describe these concepts clearly to one another, so that we can have a meaningful conversation. Where it is at the moment, therefore, is a number of individual, disparate, almost niche-like opportunities growing that mobile operators are going for with their partners. They may be the lead, the partner may be the lead, depending on who's strongest in that particular marketplace. I say niche, but some of these niches are pretty big. We're talking about millions of dollars type niche. So a substantial niche by anybody's measure, but not really a wide, global, ubiquitous system of connectivity.
And the conversations you've heard today, do you think if we were standing here this time in a year at the Network Management Show 2015, what progress do you think would have been made? How do you think it will look different?
That's long-range forecasting,
crystal ball time.
Short-range crystal ball time. I think we still will be talking about network management and how important it is, but I think we will have made progress towards gaining some visibility of some key elements, some KPIs, important key performance indicators in terms of certainly the M2M network, and we'll be able to measure and assure quality of service to some extent, but still will be a long, long way to go.
Okay, well, thanks very much for talking to us today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you very much.